Here's your host, Giuseppe Grammatico, the franchise guide.
You know, Another one is budgeting and costs and really figuring out, always planning on costs being higher than anticipated. What does that mean? In any new any franchise, you'll get an item 7, which essentially will give you an investment range on the business, and they're getting, information from other franchisees. Things could change, economic environments, interest rates, so all that needs to be adjusted. I always go on the higher end, and then you have to anticipate how you're going to run this business. So obviously running it full time and leasing a vehicle, you'll be on the lower end, but on the higher end, if you're hiring a general manager, if you're buying the vehicles, if you want to go a little bit more expensive on the marketing, brick and mortar retail spaces, depending on the environments we're in, may cost more. Maybe the build outs have increased unexpectedly given the environment. So this is something more recent than from past data, that they're gathering from the franchisees. So always go on the higher end. Each business could also take a little bit longer to get launched. Life gets in the way. What does that mean? Well, things could happen. Maybe you got sick. Maybe there was a death in the family. Something, happened personally that you needed to address, and it took an extra month to get to the training, or, weren't able to leave the job, or as I mentioned, a death in the family, whatever the case may be. You always want to budget additional time to get the business up and running. Obviously, when you buy a franchise, there's the investment of the franchise fee. You want to find out when if you're taking a loan via the SBA, when do those loan payments come due? When do they start? What exactly is the payment? I always budget a little bit on the higher end so that there's, in the event of surprises, and hopefully you're under budget and you sock some away. Maybe you pay yourself a salary, maybe you do a little bit extra on the marketing. I always say with a business, you can always find ways to spend money, but, compensate yourself. Again, not overly compensating, especially that first year, that year to really learn the business. But, just keep an eye on those numbers. The Profit First system has you analyzing that on a monthly basis and as well as quarterly and annually. Again, take advantage of that system. Great system. Pick up the book Profit First. I highly recommend, or talking with Rocky. So that is it. Budget accordingly. May take a little bit longer. When you talk about having living expense on the side as well, if you are leaving a job, anticipate those numbers increase as well. Maybe your property taxes go up. There's an unexpected, damage to the home, to the roof, whatever the case may be. Always plan accordingly and budget a little bit more than anticipated.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to learn how to make the transition from corporate to owning your franchise, join Giuseppe on the next episode. You can also follow on all social media platforms and achieve financial and time freedom today.